and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power. It's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position. And all of a sudden, he's landed 3, 4, 5 shots and then he's angled off. A lot like I did in my fight against Lopez.
I have very fast. Yeah, it's a compensation. It's a very strong guy.
A big crowd, doesn't he? He's an absolute superstar in world boxing. And this was another exquisite performance.
Joe Rogan reacts live to Naoya Inoue versus Alan Picasso, calling Inoue a true legend of boxing. Rogan is amazed by how fast Inoue's footwork is and how smoothly he moves in and out of range. He highlights that Inoue's power is unmatched in his division and says he blends speed, accuracy, and strength in a way very few fighters ever achieve.
And I was so excited. He's a legend of the sport.
He is a legend, and he's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah.
When you look
massive.
at that.
When Alexander Usyk is asked about Naoya Inoue's performance against Alan Picasso, his answer shows clear respect. Usyk pauses, smiles, and praises Inoue's speed and calm presence inside the ring. He says, "I like Naoya," pointing out how quickly Inoue moves and reacts. Usyk adds that Inoue is extremely strong despite fighting in lighter weight classes. He explains that Inoue's power, balance, and speed make him dangerous at all times, showing how elite fighters instantly recognize greatness.
Here, the unified heavyweight champ of the world, Alexander Usyk. Alexander, you're watching another pound-for-pound fight in Inoue. Have you been impressed with his performance so far?
Yeah, I like this is show Nagatani fight great with Mexican guy Naoya. I happy.
What do you think Inoue needs to do to get the stoppage?
I not think about this. I just watch fight. Maybe Naoya next fight going up. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's normally.
Okay.
Because, Naoya have very fast. Yeah, it's a compensation.
The boxing world was buzzing after Naoya Inoue's dominant win over Alan Picasso. Social media filled with highlights, reactions, and analysis, showing Inoue's relentless style and total control of the fight. Boxing analyst Henry shared a technical breakdown, noting that Picasso used a high guard to protect his chin, showing discipline. However, Picasso's elbows stayed too far forward, leaving his body exposed, which Inoue quickly exploited. Inoue's sharp lead hand and speed allowed brutal body shots while staying unpredictable. The power difference was clear, as Inoue's punches had real impact while Picasso's lacked effect. Henry emphasized that Inoue's offense and defense kept him in full control, proving why he is one of boxing's most dangerous fighters.
When I saw the two men get into the ring, the first thing that I noticed straight away was Picasso was carrying an incredibly high guard, defensively keeping his gloves very, very high, trying to protect his chin. And one thing I'll say in general about Picasso in this fight is that his defensive awareness was very, very impressive. He very rarely dropped his hands after he threw a shot. His discipline was incredibly good. But the problem with that is that sometimes it leaves a lack of room for creativity with fighters. Yes, it's important to be defensively disciplined, but if you continue to give the same look over and over again, you're never ever going to beat a guy like Inoue. The first thing I said at the beginning of my live about this guy was I looked at him and I went, his elbows are incredibly flared. You know, he had the high guard, but his elbows was very, very far forwards, which instantly made me think he's giving the body to Inoue. He's offering it to him. Now, that can sometimes be done because it's to create counter-punching opportunities. But in this instance, I think it was just that he was so concerned about protecting his head, about not getting knocked out with a shot to the head, that the body was there all night for Inoue. And Inoue took it. He took the invitation and he constantly stabbed to the body of Picasso. And in fact, I'd say that this fight kind of was a story of the body shots in many ways. Picasso, like Inoue, had most of his success to the body. The left hook in particular was a money shot for Picasso. But the difference between these two men was so obvious to see when they were standing in the pocket and they were exchanging left hooks in particular to the body. The impact of Inoue's shots was totally different from Picasso's. It was like Picasso had cushions, pillows inside his gloves, and Inoue had a bloody egg weight. It was damaging, it was vicious, and Picasso simply couldn't hang in the pocket for long periods of time with Inoue. I mentioned the lead hand of Inoue there to the body, but the lead hand of Inoue in general in this fight was incredible to see. I mean, the sharpness, the speed on it, the different levels that he throws it from, it's unbelievably unpredictable and difficult to read as a shot, and it allows him to control fights. One thing that I've noticed about Inoue, having watched him for a little while now, and something I think he definitely does on purpose, is he lowers himself to the level of what's in front of him at times, because he wants you to open up so he can counter you and land large shots on you, ones that you don't see coming, so that he can knock you out. He's good enough to be able to do that and keep himself safe at the same time. What was testament to this was Inoue's movement is exquisite, it's exceptional. There were moments when he was using that jab that I just mentioned, dancing around the ring, using that lateral movement, popping the head of Picasso regularly. easily landing on him with that jab. I mean, Picasso was forced to keep a high guard at all times because the power of Inoue is so good that even when he's in motion, he will hurt you. But the testament to this idea that Inoue will lower himself to what's in front of him is
Mike Tyson praised Naoya Inoue's incredible ability and called him a true monster. Tyson said Inoue is faster, stronger, and more precise than many champions he has watched. He even claimed Inoue is better than Manny Pacquiao at his peak, highlighting Inoue's power, footwork, and ring intelligence as unmatched in the division. Tyson's comments show the respect a legend has for a modern superstar dominating every level of the sport.
This young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This Monster.
Crazy dude.
The mean son of a. Oh yeah, you'll see this bad mouth. Don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was doing like that. Just as good.
He looks like a fucking pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. That's a bad guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
who the hell fights in that division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad mother.